First to a new segment. We've got a new segment here.
Exciting.
Yeah, an exciting new segment. It's called Things to Do on a Saturday Night If You've Got a Box Set. No, I'm joking. It's called A Day in the Life of.
You know I've got more of a life than you. It will take you behind the scenes of jobs or people that you're most curious about. I hope that includes you. So send us your suggestions. But first up, to some people you hope you never have to meet. A rescue helicopter pilot and the medics on board.
We get paged from the ambulance service.
We've just flown up to Mount Hutt, 25-minute flight out of Christchurch.
My primary focus is always on safety. I want to make sure that we can get to the job and home safely.
Caitlin is a snowboard instructor up on Hutt, so she's been going over a jump. She's fallen backwards and hit the back of her head.
I have a concussion.
Yeah, you do. That's why it's all a bit confusing at the moment. You're probably having a bit of trouble remembering things.
I'm going to be okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So weird. I'm in a helicopter.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have a concussion.
You absolutely have a concussion.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's a very complicated procedure, this one. Ripped a little hole in my jacket, so I need to get that sorted.
No 2 days are the same.
Good as new.
Sometimes you may not get a job all day.
I had a trial by fire. I think we did 18 jobs in 3 days.
Air 1 Christchurch, we're airborne for POB for Tekapo.
Most of the time, people are really, really pleased to see us.
We never get invited to a picnic.
So we've got a clearing down there, Stu, with a picnic table on it.
It's generally a fairly serious job when we get there.
It's a great feeling when you turn up to a job to see the relief on people's faces. And one in particular job springs to mind. Any sort of movement and he would have fallen probably 40, 50 metres off a cliff. And so he'd been sitting there for about 2 hours before we could get to him.
So steady right there, she's staying on the hook. Quite dangerous.
He was so relieved he couldn't even speak. He couldn't even tell me his name.
Yeah, we're good to go. So just slowly up, Stu, take the weight of 2 in a pack.
He'd been thinking that he was going to fall to his death for 2 hours. So when we came up, he was pretty happy to see us.
So he's inside, Cass just at the door with me.
It was a great day. Jobs like that really make it worthwhile. Generally, when I tell people what I do, they're quite surprised. It's not a traditional female role.
You know, some of the stuff we go to can be pretty graphic. There's a lot of macabre interest in some of the stuff that we do.
Going down the winch, I honestly thought for a start that I'd be scared.
Pilot's got to have some faith in me, that I'm not going to steer him wrong. I've got to have faith that he's going to put the aircraft where I want it, and the person on the end of the wire's got to trust both of us.
Absolutely trust him with my life, maybe not with my wallet.
So we get quite a few of our patients that will eventually come back out here, you know, weeks or months later after they've recovered, just to try and catch up with the crew that rescued them.
It's like any rescue service. We don't want to be busy, but it's rewarding when you can help people.
This is our work environment, this is our office.
Best of both worlds, isn't it? I suppose if you're into aviation plus the medical side.
Helping people
I'm not
as
sure
well.
what's more the mechanical side of it, and you know, the helicopter and the skill involved versus the medical side. It's
Thank
incredible
goodness you
job.
have lovely people like that looking
I reckon.
after you. We have to say a big thanks to the Air Rescue Trust. They're the ones who are behind the rescue choppers in Canterbury and the West Coast. $7 million a year they need annually to keep going. $20 million is what rescue helicopters need.
Helicopters are expensive to run, aren't they?